Hello there. This is day number 9 of speaking English, of being in the road of conquer the English language, because I'm gonna be an animator in the US, maybe in Canada, or maybe in I don't know where life will show me opportunities, but I know that my main purpose that makes me like a reason to wake up every day and do what I am doing right now. It is to share not stories exactly. It is like I don't know why exactly, but I'm convinced that it's the place there that I want to be, the place that I want to be, the things that I want to do, use my talents, drawing, writing, and image composition because I like photography. But I know that these are things that I love to do. It is in it is inside me. It I I didn't born with the talent, with the talent. I just like born with the I just love it to do it. And in these past months, past years, I have been improving my skills in that area so that I can show what it is in my imagination. I'm not exactly well, yes, I would like to be the best of the world, but that's not the that's not the goal. That's not the main purpose of this. It is important. Yeah, it is. It is not important. It is. Uh, there is. Yeah, there is. It is not important. The the important thing is to express what I have in my head, in my imagination, because when I listen to music, there is something that happens and that I like to do, and I use my imagination to create scenarios, to create stories about everything that I have in mind, everything that I liked. It it's combined in a like in a movie, like in a story. And when I listen to this music, specifically epic music, that is the one that is used, for example, in movies, in epic movies, in trailers, I my mind, my head, it usually those likes to do that. Imagine like if it were an automatic machine and you put it is like it receives the music by my ears, and it produce like a movie. Sometimes in the past, at the beginning, were it were like micro animations, specifically Slamaco animations. Yes, because I remember when I had 12 years old that I started with my like with the with the taste in Minecraft. And I love the game. I love to do my house, to defend my house, to make like a fortress and defend my property. I like it to use my imagination and I like the main thing that it they weren't roles in the game. So I like that because it was like infinite. I can dream whatever and do whatever in the game, but with a restricted tools and graphics that that it makes that it make it made it that it made it more special because it was like it was like a feeling of freedom, but at the same time you weren't capable to make circles, for example, make put advanced furniture in your house. You were only meant to use your imagination and, for example, uh, put an staircase and said and think that it was a chair, for example, or put a, a slab of wood and think that it was a table, for example. That was a special thing that you were limited by the form by the shapes of the cubes. Um, and your imagination was like if the imagination is like water, and when you put a limited a specific recipe, it takes the form of that recipe. It's like in reality, for example, in the world that we live, yes, we have a lot of things, a lot of way of thinkings, too much things to use in yourself, too many clothes, too many games, designs, point of views, but at the end, nobody can just do whatever, like in movies, for example. You can just wake up and fly. Uh, well, you can do that. And you can't. Well, you can dream, you can do whatever, but yes, you can do whatever. You can do whatever. Like in Minecraft. Yes, at the end you use your imagination to make whatever happen in reality. Reality is like the shape of the cubes. Your imagination is that water that is like that it takes what every form that you want to take, that you want to your creativity takes, and at the end you are your creativity and you can take whatever the shape you want. Uh-huh. Um, and well, yes, Minecraft was one of the crucial points in my life. Knowing that it was a game that shapes perfectly with me, with my with my taste of playing. It made me it made me happy, and as I said, then I found these animations of Slamaco creations in YouTube, and there I fell in love with the stories and the music at the same time. How the music, how the music matched, how the music matched with the video, with the animation. How it was like, uh, it was like synchronized. It was like a good story. Wow, a good story. Wow, well, well, well told, well told. A good story, well told, but not with words. If not with uh, the feeling of the music, and yes, the letter of the music, and also the animation that I remember, it was called the Fallen Kingdom. The Fallen Kingdom. Yes, that animations get deep into my head, and then I started imagining about my video games like Halo, with the music that I used to listen when I was 12, 14 years old. That was Imagine Dragons, that were pop, for example, Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson, classic music of piano, like the Chopin Nocturnes. And I used to imagine with the most energetic music that I was in a battle, or I made my imagine characters start a war, and I created like a lot of castles and cities that they were engaging in war constantly with aliens, and like in Halo, for example, aliens, and more things like the movie of Troya. I imagine the part of the wall when I think when there are the Greeks conquer Troya, commanded by Achilles, commanded by Achilles. That scene, the final war, when the not the final, because the final is when the horse gets into the city, and then the Greeks get out and conquer the city by the at night, by the center of the city, taking the city with all his soldiers drunk because they were in a party celebrating that they won the war, because they boasted they were They were too much proud about his defense, and they lowered the they lowered they let their guard down. They let their guard down because they thought the war was over, but it wasn't. And that night, the city went up in flames. The city burst into flames, and the Greeks took the city, but at the final, Achilles died. Yes, spoiler. It's a good movie. It's a good movie. And I used to imagine that scene that where it seems to be where it seems to where it seems that the Greeks lose. Where the Greeks seems to lose. Where the Greeks seem to lose. Yes, that scene. I used to imagine constantly where I listen to music, specifically one of Imagine Dragons that I don't remember very well, but at the same time, it was the movie and the characters of they were like Steve's like the Steve in Minecraft, and well that was the beginning of why I started to imagine that stories, and today in today at the present time I continue to imagine the same, and as an artist, as a good as a good artist, I combine my life with my creations. It is like I used to be sometimes I used to be deep with my talks. Yes, yes, I used to be deep in my talks when I'm in the process of, of creation, specifically, mainly, mainly in writing. In writing, and then in writing is like the serious thing, like the hard thing when I need to think and put my point of views of the world and make a research about the other points of view of the people, about the world, about the problems in the world, about all the suffer, about the injustices, like in the comics, like Batman, like Spider-Man. Yes, writing is the serious thing, and the fun thing, the fun activity, the activity that it is fun, and yes, it's more easier. It's the action of imagine the story with the music, and it is difficult to animate. Yes, no, it is complex. It is another art that I'm not yet in, but I'm going to be in. I'm going to be in because I haven't practiced animation directly. I have been drawing only. I have been improving my drawing. That is really good, but animation is one thing that I have left beside. I have left aside. But no more. That was the past. No, I am speaking. I am speaking English. I am. I am better than yesterday. I am 1% better every day, and that's super. And that's super good. Yes. Every day is one step further, one step closer to work in animation. Not exactly. To I don't know what exactly is. It is not just animation or living. It is something deeper that I don't know what it is exactly, but I know that my way, this way, the moment is the important thing, the interesting thing. Today it's Thursday. Yesterday was what, Wednesday. Well, it's Friday, past of midnight, beyond midnight, beyond, beyond, beyond midnight, midnight and 12 a.m. and 7 minutes of 2025, June 2025. So that's it for today. I hope you like it, specifically me of the future, and see the results, see the work. Congratulations.